Tewaycell 15.5 kWh Powerwall Review. Built-in inverter solar storage that actually works. You've installed solar panels, and they're working beautifully during the day. But every evening, you're back to pulling expensive grid power because your solar energy just vanishes. You watch the sunset, knowing you generated plenty of electricity earlier, but none of it stayed around when you actually need it. That quiet frustration builds every single month when the bill arrives, and the savings aren't what you hoped for. The energy was right there. Sound familiar?
Here's what that gap is costing you. Every kilowatt hour you export during the day gets sold back to the grid for pennies, then bought back at night for euros. You're losing the price difference on every single cycle. A family in Portugal calculated they were losing about 140 euros per month this way, 1,680 euros a year, just evaporating because the energy had nowhere to stay. It adds up fast, and there's a fix that's closer than most people realize.
This is where the Tewaycell 15.5 kWh Powerwall lithium iron phosphate battery all-in-one steps in and changes how your entire solar system performs. Don't just buy any home battery. Make sure it has a built-in inverter so you never suffer from installation complexity and wiring chaos again. This system combines a 51.2-volt 300 amp-hour lithium iron phosphate battery with a 5 kilowatt inverter in one single wall-mounted cabinet, which means your installer doesn't need to source, match, and wire 3 separate components. A homeowner in Germany told me his electrician finished the entire install in half a day because everything was pre-integrated and ready to connect. The lithium iron phosphate chemistry is the safest lithium option available. It won't catch fire even under extreme conditions, which matters when you're mounting 137 kilograms of battery capacity inside your garage. The 15.5 kilowatt-hour capacity covers a full evening and night of typical household use, so your solar energy from the afternoon actually powers your dinner, your lights, and your morning coffee. The system is rated for over 6,000 charge cycles at 80% depth of discharge, translating to roughly 16 years of daily use. Installation took hours, not days. And here's the part most reviews skip. The EU shipping means you're not waiting 2 months for a container from China.
Let's talk about what actually happens after you flip the switch. Your solar panels charge the Tewaycell battery during the day while you're at work. By late afternoon, the battery is full and your home starts drawing from it instead of the grid. Your electricity meter barely moves all evening. One user tracked it carefully and said, "My grid import dropped from 12 kilowatt hours per night to under 2 kilowatt hours. I'm basically running my house on yesterday's sunlight." A solar installer in Spain mentioned that his clients are seeing 70 to 85% reductions in their electricity bills within the first month, depending on their solar array size and consumption patterns. The built-in 5 kilowatt inverter handles typical household loads smoothly: fridge, lights, TV, computers, even a washing machine, without breaking a sweat. When the grid goes down, the system detects it in milliseconds and keeps your essential circuits running without interruption. A small business owner in Italy said the backup feature alone justified the investment after a storm knocked out power for 6 hours, and his office never lost connectivity. The grid stayed off. The lithium iron phosphate cells maintain over 92% round-trip efficiency, so you're not losing much energy in the storage process. Here's a quick check. If your evening electricity use is around 10 to 14 kilowatt hours and you have decent solar production, this capacity fits perfectly. Which part resonates most? The bill savings, the backup peace of mind, or the installation simplicity? Drop a comment.
The Tewaycell 15.5 kWh Powerwall lithium iron phosphate battery all-in-one with built-in 5 kilowatt inverter is shipping now from EU warehouses, which means faster delivery and no surprise customs headaches. Homeowners across southern and central Europe are installing these systems and seeing immediate reductions in their energy costs within weeks. If you've been waiting for solar storage that doesn't require a second mortgage or a PhD to install, this is the moment. It's already paid off for some. Link is in the description, pinned to the top. Your solar energy is already there. Now make it stay.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.